My name is Bastian Gerner. I'm a senior Foley artist. I have worked in the industry for more than 15 years. Before that, I was into the music industry as a rapper. I've worked on projects like Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, and Assassin's Creed Nexus VR, alongside many movies for TV and cinema. I'm very passionate about the whole topic of sound design and sound in general. And in this video, I want to share with you what it really takes to be exceptional. What is it that people have when they are really successful in audio? And maybe that's true for all fields of work and creative arts, but I want to talk about audio, and I want to share a little bit about two people that I really admire, and their success speaks for themselves. But what is behind that success? One person is Nicolas Becker. He won an Oscar for Best Sound on the movie Sound of Metal, where he displayed the world of someone who loses his hearing over time and how that actually sounds for that person. Nicolas Becker is within the industry for more than 35 years, I believe. He's from France. He developed unique recording techniques. He was always curious about how can we improve the experience on screen. That led him to be known for that curiosity in a way that people from the UK then reached out to him, and they had him flown into the country so that he could share his ideas about recording Foley, for example. And that way he established himself in the UK, working on big international co-productions with the US as well. From there, he now works on an international level, also with Hollywood. And basically he can pick and choose the projects he wants to work on. And he's very deliberate about it. So he only takes on projects where he can explore the things he wants to explore in the sound design world. So for example, the next Mission Impossible movie, Tom Cruise wants an action scene being from his body perspective. So the sound design for the action scene is unique in a way that they want to have the soundscape circling around Tom Cruise's body and not the outward appearance, but more the inward sensation of that action scene from that point of view. And that was something really interesting to Nicolas, and that's why he took on the job. Imagine being in his seat, that you can pick and choose projects on that level. How to get there? He started out as an intern on a Foley stage. His master, he was a drunk that couldn't work after 2 p.m. So he had to take on the work for his mentor and finish all the projects. And then after work, he could use the studio further. And then he worked on many short movies. He did that in a way and in an amount of short movies that, imagine, there were short movie film festivals where all the movies in the selection, or almost all of the movies in the selection, had Foley done by him. So that is really exceptional. If you can come up with both the networking back in the 80s to get all the filmmakers to your studio and you do all the Foley for them without internet or these things that we have now, doing the work and being the Foley artist who caters for all the projects that are in a selection of a big film festival is just insane. Imagine this dedication and then the curiosity on top of that. So the guy, the drunk, fired him after a while because he always asked questions about how can we improve this? Couldn't we record it in that way? And that's actually the thing that brought him overseas and made him really this expert that now is not only about Foley. He takes on supervision for whole movies and now even does the music on top. So this guy is really full on. How did he get there? I asked him, what's the engine behind it? He said, it's like a game for me. I like to play every day and I never get bored of playing this game of sound. So imagine yourself. You want to be creative. You want to be successful as a sound designer, either in game audio or in the linear media. Maybe you want to be a re-recording mixer, a sound designer, a dialogue editor, technical audio designer, or a Foley artist. All these things, they have one thing in common. You have to be dedicated, passionate. You have to put in the work so that it becomes a second nature to you. And if you get to that point, then you can start elevating your own sound, your uniqueness within the field, because then the second nature is there and then you can explore within yourself. It doesn't bother you anymore. There's no technical boundaries. You know the process of layering sounds or editing or whatever. And from there, you can then explore further. So you need those hours, put them in, get the connections, get the free projects, do all the stuff that is needed that you can make the craft your second nature. And then the real deal, the real transformation can start, so that you can think about, or you don't think about it, just do it and feel within you, what is the unique thing that I can express that no one else can. Think about that. Just keep on doing it and keep on connecting with the right people. Another person that I want to mention is Harry Mack. If you don't know him, he's a freestyle rapper, and he is at a level of expertise and a level of genius that is just out of proportion. We have freestyle rapping now since the 70s, maybe to the Middle Age, to the medieval times, whatever you wanna, where you wanna take this. But for this day and age, you know, this guy is just from another planet when it comes to freestyle rapping. And if you're not into this, I recommend check his channel out, Harry Mack. It's really genuine. I can tell you because I'm into freestyle rapping since 1999 and today is 2025. So I'm into this for 26 years, 100% passionate, always practicing. Maybe not as much as him, but I actually know what freestyle rapping is about, and I'm also quite good at it, but no way as good as this guy. Because, you know, I'm also the Foley teacher, and I spent the last 15 years becoming an expert in that thing. And that's how I make my living. And the freestyle rapping, you know, is only a hobby now. But for him, it's not like that. He's full on the freestyle path, and he's rocking it, you know, he's doing it. That is something you should think about. What is it actually, the unique thing that I can share with the world? What talent did God give me? What does God want from me? That is something I always think about, because it's not about what you really want and what you think you are. In reality, it is what God wants from you and what He did put in you and what is His plan with you, you know? And if you can find out that and then really be humble and work hard to get this thing polished, then you are onto something. And I think success will follow, especially if you dedicate that to the Most High. Then I think you're on the path of being one of the greats. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, maybe it's a good idea to look into the Pro Audio Academy, because there I'm giving mentorship out to members of the community. And the members are really high value audio people who share their value with each other. So it's a very heavy peer-based community where people give themselves feedback all the time. I also chime in as a mentor there. I have some online courses ready for you to get my best practices on many different topics. There's also Paul Renard, a very renowned sound designer who is co-mentoring with me in the academy. So we are tackling different topics, everything post-production and also game audio. That is what we are about in the Pro Audio Academy, and we want to help you to get to the next level within your career or even getting started with your first gig. Enjoy one of the next videos and see you there.